If your goal is to make a very sumptuous okra soup, then this video is for you. Hi guys, I am Damian Chinatek Very Gracious, but everybody knows me as China. I am a makeup enthusiast, a lover of God, a lover of good food, and I love music. So basically in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to level up your okra soup game. I say this year 2025 is for all of us. I'm telling you, we're not hiding any, we're not gatekeeping any secrets, any recipe, nothing. It's for all of us. So at this point, if you're not yet a subscriber, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using to make this sumptuous okra soup. My protein of choice today is goat's meat and beef, and this is my cow skin, this is my dried fish, this is my crayfish, my stockfish, my kpanla fish, this is my okra, which is the odogu, and this is my scotch bonnet pepper. Then right inside this plate I have okpei, and also I have my stock cubes. I'm using no cubes. This is ogbono, blended ogbono. So I'm using okra and all of those things. Yeah, as we go, you're going to see the other things that I didn't show you that I'm using. That's if there's any. So inside my pot I put my protein. I added my cow skin because you want everything to cook and build up this very sumptuous flavor. So I'm adding my stockfish. I use stockfish head, so I'm just going to be adding it into the pot because I want, one thing about cooking and achieving, or will I say gaining a very extraordinary result, is building up your flavors instead of going straight to buying spice and all of it. Build the flavors up yourself. So if you want to have goat meat flavor, buy goat meat. If you want to have beef flavor, buy cow meat. So that's basically it. So now I'm adding my roughly blended scotch bonnet pepper to this stuff already, because I love the taste, I love the flavor that scotch bonnet gives to the protein after it's been boiled. So that's one of the reasons why I do it. So I just added my stock cubes. So at this point I was bringing it to a boil. I wanted to check and see how it's going. As you can see, it's going well. It's boiling properly. So I just gave it a quick stir. Please don't stir like you ate beef. Don't stir like you want to steal meat from the pot. Stir gently. Okay, just from one side, so you don't get to scatter the stockfish and all of those things inside there. So at this point in time, I just added my crayfish because like I told you, I'm all about building flavors, and I love the flavor the crayfish gives to the soup. So someone like me, when I'm cooking, I like to divide my crayfish into 3 to 4 portions because I'm adding it at different points in the food. Okay, so this is a quick one. I know you guys missed me since last year, so basically there's going to be another video that will come up where I'm going to explain to you guys where I've been, how I've been. It's going to be a chit chat video. I think it should be a makeup video, not even a food video. Okay, no problem. Then right now I'm just going to, this is the second part of the soup, this is the finishing part of the soup. So I'm just putting my red oil into the pot, and I'm going to be adding pepper. So one of the reasons why I didn't really add much is because my siblings, they don't really eat peppery food that much. Just my 2 brothers. In fact, the men in my family, my brothers, my father, they don't eat pepper, but the remaining people eat pepper, and I didn't even know how that happened. So I'm just adding small ogbono, because like I said, this is okra soup, not ogbono soup. It's okra soup. So the star of this soup is the okra, not the ogbono. So I just added just small into the hot oil, and I added my chopped okra. Now I divided this okra into 2. Let's say 2. Actually, I divided into 4. So this is 1/4 already that I'm sauteing, or like I say, I'm frying at this point in time. So this is 1 part out of the 4. You understand what I'm saying? So just by watching, you understand what I'm saying as time goes on. So at this point, this is the second time I'm adding crayfish, because like I told you, we're all about building flavors. Now at this point in time, you can add your seasoning cubes, but me, I didn't add seasoning cubes, so because I know I seasoned my proteins very well, so I wanted to add it first of all and then taste, to know if there's any need to do 1 or 2, because someone like me, my palate, I have my palate, I don't really like salt basically. So if there's another person, the salt might be okay, but to me it might be salty. So I'm that kind of person, so that's why I know myself, so I stay away from what will so yes, so at this point in time, I added my protein. I gave it a very good mix. Are you seeing how things looking already? So I added small pepper, because in my mind I was like, China, this soup is not now what for you. Add pepper. I said, God, I beg, we cannot go add too much pepper. So I just added this pepper at this point to satisfy my mind. And at this point in time, I added my kpanla fish. So I added my kpanla fish to mix it, give it this. I wanted the flavor of the kpanla fish to be infused in the soup. I didn't just want it to be like I'm adding that the ending, to not be as if there's fish somewhere else, you get. So now this is now 2/4 of the okra. This is blended okra. Remember, like I told you, the one we added initially was 1/4. Now this is the second part of the okra, and this one was blended. I blended it with water. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing how thick it is? No matter how, if you don't add ogbono, if you cook your okra like this, it is going to give you the same result. But me, because of I'm Igbo and I like to overdo, that's why I added tiny ogbono. But as you can see, are you seeing that? Are you seeing how it is already? Are you seeing how it's already drawing? So I now added my stock at this point. So let's stir. Please don't stir like a thief. Stir gently. So guys, I just want to remind you that Jesus Christ loves you. I know that this is the beginning of 2025, and so many people, so many churches, so many spiritual families, they'll be embarking on their fastings, the opening of the year fasting. I want to indulge you. I want to encourage you, indulge in the fastings, because you wait to move, you don't move to wait. You have a whole 12 months ahead of you. Well, I say 11 months and some days or some weeks ahead of you. Why not just commit the remaining 11 months, giving God 1 month and committing the remaining 11 months into His hands? I mean, it's not even up to 10% of your year. So I will indulge you, embark on spiritual exercises this beginning of the year, and also please, through this year, hold God very tight, because it is with God that all things are possible. With God, not without God, not on your own, not by your strength, not by your hustle. You understand? I love telling people this. God is super particular about everything that we are doing. God is particular about how our life is going, how we are feeding, how we are looking. God is super intentional about it, and He's super particular about it. He wants you to live good. He wants you to live your best life. He wants you to eat fine. He wants you to be able to, do things the way you want to do them, afford things the way you want to, things you want. So never ever think that God is in the business of disgracing you. I mean, God is in the business of sampling His own. Trust me. So at this point in time, I added my uziza leaf. Yes, and I added my dry fish. Earlier, I've already added my okpei, that stuff that was black. I added my okpei, and now I'm adding my ugu and the remaining 1/4 of the okra. Now this is like 4/4 of the okra. Then I'm gonna add my vegetable, the remaining part of my vegetable. Yes, I love when I'm cooking okra soup, like the vegetables should be vegetabling. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right? So at this point in time also, I'm going to be adding my crayfish, because like I told you, I divide my crayfish in portions. I divide it in I don't use any spice to cook soup. I don't use any spice to, I'm trying to elevate the flavor or enhance the flavor. No, it is the normal natural spice that I use. So at this point, I added my crayfish, my blended crayfish, and you know how we do it. You give it a very good mix. Yes, now you're coming. Now you're getting it. You're getting the gist here. So I gave it a very good mix, and when I was done, I just turned off the gas, and voila, soup and food is ready. So if you watch these points, please give this video a thumbs up and also share to your friends, your family, even your haters, because I know it's going to be helpful to someone that you know. And also subscribe if you're not yet subscriber, please. I mean, help me, help your girl this year, okay? All right, without much having said all I need to say, I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. I love you. Bye. Mwah.